Okay, we've done our main settings that we need in WP e-commerce. It's time to start adding some products and creating our catalog. One thing before I leave the settings here for the moment, there is a help button up top here, and this will take you directly to their new documentation site. I mentioned in another video that they have an older site that's very outdated. This will take you to the new site. It's just that there's not as much help as I'd like to see right on the screen here, and you've got to go off to their site to find it. But there you go. So let's go over to products here. Remember, there's a separate area on the menu here for products, and we're going to add new. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to give this a title. Now I'm going to start with a big oval platter for my dish belief store. And I put in my description here, and this could be fairly long, but you don't want it too long. This is great for serving big items. There we go. Now we're going to upload our image. We'll, of course, want that. That's crucial for a catalog. I'm going to select my files here, and there's my oval serving platter. There we go. Now, this screen is quite different from the regular WordPress pop-up insert image screen. You'll notice there's a lot fewer options, and that's kind of handy actually, because at this stage, all we're trying to do is get our featured image. Now, they call it here product thumbnail, but really it's the featured image as we're going to see. Thumbnails, of course, are separate items, and we could choose what to show on our page, on our single product page. By default, it's going to show this one here, the single product image size. We're going to go into images later as a separate item, but you'll notice here, for some reason, out of the box, WP e-commerce gives exactly the same size to every single one. Let me show you briefly again back in our settings here under presentation. This is the default setting. They're all set at 148 pixels for every type of product size. We're going to want to change that later on, but for the moment, that's what we've got to work with out of the box. Okay, so now we're ready. We're going to say use as product thumbnail. Now nothing happens here. Normally this would shut down in WordPress, so we have to manually shut it down. Now notice what happens now under featured image. Remember I said it isn't just product thumbnail, it's featured image. In other words, this is the image that's going to show up in the product categories on the main product page. This is it, the featured image. Okay, so we've got our title, we've got a little bit about it, we've got our image. Now we need to put it into a category. And that's where we go down here. They give you a thing called product category, a default category. We're going to change the name of that later. Right now, we're going to add our own product category, which is plates. That's going to be a top level category for me, plates there. Now, in this case, I want a subcategory called platters, make the parent category plates, and I add my new product category. Now I take it out of plates because, of course, it's a subcategory of plates. I don't need it in both there. Now I go down here, and the only other thing I need now is my price. And I'm just going to put this in at $15. There we go. All right, we're set. We've done everything. We're going to cover more of this. There's obviously a lot going on here. I'm not keen on the order of these boxes, by the way. So I would change these around, and you can drag and drop these boxes, these meta boxes. You can put them in whatever order you like. For instance, I would prefer to have categories up above product tags. Tags are important, but categories have to be there. You have to have products in categories. So I would actually move this up. You have control over that. And I'll talk some more about that as we look at some of the other items that are on these product pages. But right now, let's just get published. And you'll remember that we have, and this was created by WP e-commerce, we have products page here that's been created for us. Same with the checkout page, transaction results, and your account. When you install WP e-commerce, these are automatically created. So if you're wondering where they came from, that's where. So we have a products page, but we don't have it yet This is our old screen. Let me refresh our screen here. That's our old screen from another plugin. Right now, we don't have any products page on our menu. We've got to go and add that. So let's do that under Appearance here and Menus. And we're just going to go down here and grab Products page, add it to the menu, save our menu there. And now when we refresh, we've got our Products page. There we go. So now we can see, where have we got it here? There we go, big oval platter. Remember, we had checked off showing categories up top here, and that's what we've got, and showing category images. We don't have any images for the categories yet, so that's why we're getting these blank spaces here. We're going to talk more about how this all works for these product pages and category pages later. But you'll see there's our rating system that we had put in, quantity, and so forth. We'll work on changing this and manipulating it later, but we've at least got one big product in here, one big product called a platter, big oval platter. Here it is. So this is the product page. Now remember, I said they've got a really small product page image. There it is. We wouldn't want it that small. We're going to change that as we go along here. But we're up and running. We've got products, we've got product page, we've got categories, and we're on our way to getting our store started.